What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Once again, it's Karekajnr here. So today we will be looking at the UAS or unmanned aircraft system operating limitations. So as for every system, there are limitations. You cannot do or act or use exceeding this limit. So a person shall not operate an unmanned aircraft system in Kenya at above 400 feet above the ground. 400 feet above the ground, or 400 feet AGL, or above ground level, and within 50 meters of any person, vessel, vehicle, or structure which is not under the control of the person in charge of the unmanned aircraft system. So, you cannot operate your drone above 400 meters above the ground. So once there is a liftoff, you cannot go above 400 meters. 400 feet above ground level, and you cannot operate your drone like 50 meters, within 50 meters of any person, vessel, vehicle, or structure which is not under your control. So let's say you're flying a drone in your compound. So this is the rule. So this rule is the one that triggered me to do this series of videos, because there is a story that came up and I explained it. You can go onto my Instagram. It is there, Karekajnr, Instagram _Karekajnr. So it was a story about someone who had his drone into another person's, compound. And this is the rule that governs this. You cannot, if it's not your car or your boat or your, like anything that belongs to you, don't operate a drone around it, 50 meters around it, if you are not under the control of that thing. So let's get to the next one. Except with the authorization of the authority. So you cannot operate. Forget everything that we have said, but we can. This is the ultimate rule. You cannot operate a drone without authorization of the KCAA. So the authority that gives these licenses and everything. So you cannot also operate a drone in conditions other than visual meteorological conditions. Yeah. Conditions that are good, like in conditions that are visible, like you can see and stuff like that. So you cannot operate a drone at night. Yeah. You will not operate a drone at night in Kenya unless specifically cleared by the authority on a case-by-case basis. So unless you are cleared to fly a drone in Kenya at night by the authority on a case-to-case basis, you will not attempt to fly a drone or an unmanned aircraft system. The other one, which is as important as the other ones that we have looked into, you cannot operate a drone or an unmanned aircraft system where cameras, imaging devices, or other sensors capture information, pictures, or videos extending beyond the prescribed area of approved operation. Okay, let me repeat that one. Where cameras, imaging devices, or other sensors capture information, pictures, or videos extending beyond the prescribed area of approved operation. So, yeah, that's it. I'll not expound on that one. It's pretty explanatory. So you can also operate a drone where imaging and other sensors capture information or videos, such information shall not be reproduced, processed, shared, or distributed or published. Okay, notwithstanding the provisions of subregulation 1A, the ones that I've just said, unmanned aircraft systems operations may be conducted at such higher heights and lateral distances as the authority may approve. So, notwithstanding the rules that we have said, so not disregarding what we have just said, but if the authority permits you to do so, you can go above 400 feet, you can fly above 50 meters and everything, all those rules. So generally, the authority body that gives you the authority, these rules, is the same authority that may, in very special occasions, permit you to break those rules. You see? Yeah, that's it. Okay. And then there are other. Okay. Notwithstanding the provisions of subregulations 1B, the one that I just said, the upper ones, unmanned aircraft system operations may be conducted in conditions other than visual meteorological conditions, provided that the pilot is duly rated, the system meets required specifications, and is approved by the authority. So if the conditions, meteorological conditions, are not favorable, and you have to fly your drone, the pilot, the person who is flying that unmanned aircraft system, must be duly rated. Like, you must pass some test, yeah, and you must be approved. You can fly in these conditions, and the system, the system that you're flying, or the drone that you're flying, must meet some specific regulations that allow it to fly in that condition, and also it must be approved by authority. Okay, let's get into the other one. Yeah. Anyway, I think that topic is over by that point. That point finishes everything. The UAS operating limitations, and I hope you learned something, guys. And yeah, there are just a few videos that are remaining next to this series, so stay tuned. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you like my content, and like the videos that I produce, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.